Welcome to Eflo Town's Marine Pokémon Rescue Center. My name is Phineas, and I'll be guiding you through our institution. Our hospital facility is the biggest of its kind, fully funded by donors, and everyone working here is a volunteer. Our main goal is to help any marine Pokémon and help endangered species to repopulate our seas. Remember how Lapras stopped being declared endangered some years ago? Well, that's in part thanks to our institution. As you can imagine, most of our patients are water-type Pokémon, but not exclusively. You can find some Pincurchin, Electros, Delmice, and other aquatic Pokémon at our care. Pollution is a great risk for our oceans and the Pokémon that inhabit them. That's why we are currently recruiting volunteers to help us clean our beaches of plastic and waste. And on that note, remember to pick up the Pokeballs you throw. If I told you the amount of dive balls we find every day washed up at our stores. Hey, stop! Drop it! Huh? What is a fire type doing here? Well, unlike its Paldean cousins, Artubian Fuecoco evolved to be a fire-water type.
The sauna Pokémon. Fuecoco's head is always releasing warm steam, warm like a water bottle. Artubian and Fuecoco are considered the best Pokémon to cuddle.
They are very common in the shores and swamp-like areas of East Artubia, where they live alongside its evolutions.
Artubian Crocalor, the hot spring Pokémon. On the top of its head, they carry a small pond of warm water. Friendly and caring, they let small bird Pokémon rest in the hot spring. But don't threaten them unless you wanna get shot with boiling water. Artubian Skeledirge, the ebullition Pokémon. One of the rarest Pokémon to see in the wild, since both its pre-evolution are so laid back, they rarely fight enough to evolve. Skeledirge are extremely caring and protective, taking care of their youth and any injured Pokémon that wanna rest in their hot springs. They also have been shown to enjoy singing, but are not as talented as their Paldean counterparts.
Drop it! Here, have this instead. Okay, let's continue. Now the moment I'm sure most of you were waiting for. We currently have a batch of recently hatched Minitees, one of Artubia's native water types.
Minitee, the floating Pokémon. Minitees are a friendly Pokémon. Despite its docile demeanor, they don't have any predators. The algae that grows on its back is rare and very precious, making human poachers its main threat to survival.
So I hope you all had a nice visit and remember to check the gift store. All our products are 100% made of ecological materials and all the profits are currently going to the Corsula Protection Initiative and... Wait, the gym challenge? Oh, yes, I forgot. Apart from giving tours, I also work as the designated water-type gym leader in the Artubia region. But enough chit-chatting. I hope you're ready to face my ace. This is Minitee's evolution.
Anemonatee, the ecosystem Pokémon. Anemonatee are considered the gentle giants of the oceans. Extremely docile and friendly, they protect small water Pokémon from predators. But don't underestimate them. Anemonatee tentacles release dangerous toxins that can paralyze any enemies.
Now, Anemonatee, use... Hold on, I have a call. Sup? Hey, I hope it's not bad timing. We were about to start a battle. Oops, you can continue. It will only take me a minute. Hi, it's me, Finautica, the artist now. I'm so happy to host this collab. Originally, it was gonna be a lot smaller, just a bunch of artists throwing their sonas as team leaders in a single video. Easy stuff. But many more people than expected joined, and in the end I thought it was gonna be a better idea to do 18 videos, one for each person. We've all had fun in creating a region, writing the lore, and designing everything together. And I highly encourage you after watching this video to go and check the full playlist with all the gym videos and the introduction video too if you haven't watched it already. Everything is listed in the cards above and in the description. So yeah, make sure to check it out. As a water-type leader, I thought it could be cool to have a Pokémon rescue center to take care of injured water-type Pokémon, taking inspiration from real-life marine mammal rescue centers. For my gym leader, there's not much to comment about it. It's just me, but wearing appropriate clothing for a gym leader. I love including Pokemon elements in the apparel of Pokemon trainers, so their tank top has a Palafin-inspired logo, and I thought my loading could be perfect for their swimsuit pants. On that note, I'm so happy how the pants look, definitely something a gym leader would wear. They are also wearing a hoodie with the logo of the institution, some water shoes, and instead of my glasses, I gave them swimming goggles. So yeah, they are always ready to dive. The original idea for my ace was to design a seal Pokemon since they are my favorite animal, but I thought it could be a little bit overdone since there are currently 3 different water-type seal evolution lines. That's why I decided to go with a Manatee instead. I got inspired by the moss that tends to grow on the top of manatees to make my little manatee Pokemon have some algae and sea plants growing on top of it. And then, for the evolution, I thought it could be so cool to have some sort of symbiotic relationship between the manatee and the plants on its back. And that made me think, what if instead of vegetation, the manatee had some sea anemone on its back? And before I could continue with any other alternative, the name Anemonatee came to mind, and yes, that's perfect. For the people that don't know, sea anemones are not plants, but a poisonous animal. That's why the water poison typing. The main struggles I had with this design were finding a way to simplify the sea anemone so it's easier to draw consistently, and finding a good color palette for both Pokemon. Oh, and for the shinies, with Minitee I went with purple and red as a nod to red algae, and for Anemonatee I went with white as a reference to the ghost anemone. And for the Archubian Fuecoco line, I made it because Fuecoco is my favorite Pokemon, and I wanted to include it. And yep, that's everything. Okay, let's resume with the gym challenge. In all my years as a gym leader, this was by far the best and most thrilling battle I've ever been part of. It would be a shame not to have witnessed it. You've definitely earned a Tide Badge, one of the 18 gym badges in the Artuvia region. But don't slow down now. There are still many more battles ahead of you.